Valera versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin.
Watch your back.
Without coin, I probably don't want the Defias. Okay, so I'm like 5-1 with this deck right now. Or 6-1. I'm 5-1. 5-1 with the deck right now. I recorded a set of 4 games, and then I watched it back and my mic was all fucked up, so I couldn't use it. And then I just recorded 2 games in a row, where I just played 2 games in a row, but I forgot to hit record. So, kinda shitty. What are the odds that I'm hero powering next turn? I think there's a pretty good chance I'm hero powering next turn, so I'll just get in the 1 damage. And even if I have something to play next turn, I still have 1 more charge on the weapon. Looks like I was right to get in that 1 damage since I drew an unplayable card. This is the second hunter I played against today that had a Wolf Rider in their deck. Don't really know why anyone's playing Wolf Rider right now. I guess I play the Swashburglar here. Hopefully I draw something relevant. I did not draw something relevant. But I couldn't really just Argus a single target. Seems kinda bad. I don't know if I'm willing to take 1 or take 3 damage face tanking this. Like, I'm a pretty aggressive list too. And he'll have no board against me. Whatever he follows up with, I can either Argus or Azure Drake backstab. I'm still fairly high, but it does set me down to 22. I think I'm willing to take the 3 damage here. Hopefully I don't lose because of it. For as low curve as my deck is, I've had a really slow start. Why the fuck is there a Doomsayer and a Wolf Rider in this deck? I actually don't understand what's happening right now. So Azure Drake backstab is not good enough. Argus backstab, I guess, is a play. Cold Blood is also good. Argus Cold Blood. That's actually pretty solid. Can't just play Azure Drake, obviously, since I can't kill the Doomsayer. I guess the play is Argus Cold Blood.
My shield for Argus.
I also get to push 2 damage. If his secrets aren't revealed to me by the end of this, someone please tell me why there's a Wolf Rider and a Doomsayer in this list. Unleash the Hounds is pretty good punish on the Squire. I mean, I guess it's not really a punish. It does kill it. I still am ahead on board. And I get to just Argent Commander him in the face next turn. What's this? Quick shot? Like Explosive Trap.
That didn't quite hit the mark.
He trying to, like, make me think that he didn't not attack on purpose.
I fight.
He kills my stuff, but I still get to push 7 damage to face. I'm still ahead on board. I think it was actually... What the fuck is happening? I think it was actually a misplay for him to not send his wolves into my Squire. Because if he didn't send them in, it was obviously an explosive trap, and I just traded into them anyway. But if he had sent them in, it wouldn't have telegraphed the explosive trap as obviously, and I might have misplayed, I guess. Anyway, I have 11 damage. Somehow I'm down to 11 myself. Am I actually gonna lose this game? Because that would fucking suck. Probably just go Azure Drake, backstab Defias, trade my 2-1 in. I'm not willing to take face damage. 7 mana. I guess I could die here. I'm dead to Unleash the Hounds, kill Command Arcane Shot. And he had a Reckless Rocketeer in his deck, so he might be playing all of those cards. Seems pretty hard for him to kill me here.
smell blood. Time moves quickly.
Alright, I have lethal with the Eviscerate here.
The light protects me.
Nice. Hopefully I actually recorded this game and my mic was functioning during it.
Valera versus Valera.
Watch your back. I always do.
Alright, don't keep Cold Blood. I feel like Backstab doesn't have that many good targets against Rogue. I guess I just keep Huckster and SI7 Agent. I guess I coin Defias here. Kinda sucks because his hero power can kill the 2-1. But it still kind of forces a hero power here. My 2-2 gets to keep pushing damage. I get to play out the Undercity Huckster. I don't think there was much likelihood that I wanted to coin out SI7 Agent on turn 2, so I didn't mind spending the coin there. Huckster here should be pretty obvious. If I play the Silithid Swarmer, it's kinda awkward to get a weapon next turn. But if I just play out SI7 Agent and just dies to his weapon. And I think even if he didn't have the weapon, the Swarmer is still correct.
Thank you.
Alright, I can backstab SI that if I want. Which I mean, why wouldn't I? This card actually procs my SI, but I still have to backstab that. I guess I just play this though, see what I get. Just take Zeril. If I take something huge, it's just gonna get sapped, so... May as well just take something that's easier to play out. Having kind of a hard time finding a place to use my weapon. But I don't think there's been like a place where I should have used it and didn't. I think I just haven't had a good opportunity for it. What toxins are there? There's the draw card, +3 health. Shadow Step, I think there's a deal 2 damage. Well, that was a pretty good draw. Play my own Azure Drake here. Without the SI on the board, there's nothing that Zeril could draw me into that would be relevant. So it looks like next turn I can finally go 4-drop plus Dagger, and then my Silithid Swarmer can do something relevant. But a lot of Azure Drakes played these last 2 turns. He has to trade Azure Drakes, right? Unless he has a way to kill it otherwise. Point of this.
Hey, do you want to buy
Oh, okay.
funnel cake?
The commander here is kind of weird, because it just dies to the Huckster. But it's also an efficient clear on the Azure Drake.
I wonder.
Other options are like Argus Hero Power lets me kill the Drake, but then I still have a 4-2 against his Huckster. Let me develop the weapon and use one of my Arguses, which is going to be kind of hard to use. Maybe that's actually better than the Argent Commander. And I can still just charge his face with Argent Commander later on. No, I think Argent Commander has to be better. It should be really easy to use my weapon next turn. So leaving a 3-5 on the board I think is pretty good.
Hey, do you want to buy a funnel cake?
I'll choose soon.
The Brotherhood shall obey.
That's a pretty weak Edwin. I'm not upset to see that. I don't think there's like a particularly good poison I could get here. I think there's 5 poisons, and I can only think of 4 of them. Oh no, there's a stealth one, right? Okay. So none of the poisons are that good here. I guess the one that deals damage is fine, because I could kill off the, I could clear his board. It's only a 1 in 5, and it doesn't even leave me with that strong of a board. So I'm probably just gonna go Azure Drake, Hero Power, clear off the Huckster. I guess I can also Argus up a couple things. Leaves me with a 4/6 taunt, which is kind of weird for him to deal with. Probably just saps it though. Just play Azure Drake. Wonder if I sap Edwin here. No, I don't think I sap Edwin here. There's certainly some consideration to do it. If he just dropped it as a 4/4, he obviously doesn't have, like, great means to make it bigger, so putting it back in his hand might not be that big a deal. But on the other hand, maybe he just makes a bigger Edwin this turn. This also leaves him kind of a nice trade with the 4/4 into the 3/3, but I already have a dagger up that can deal with it. So I'm fine with that happening. If he just trades straight into the Azure Drake, I'm also fine with that. Oh boy, here we go. Hopefully I can at least draw into Fan of Knives and deal with Edwin. Does he not have spells? Probably just a YOLO prep. Hoping he draws something. Oh, he just had prep sap and wasn't sure if that was a good play. I don't think I would have even thought about prep sap there. I just would have, like, instantly done it. But I guess it's never good to just instantly make plays. I'm just gonna put as much stuff on the board as I can. Make sure I can clear next turn. Gives me Argus targets.
You want to buy a funnel cake?
I'll hold my weapon. Weapon might be pretty relevant next turn.
Soon.
This guy's toast.
Alright, let's see if I can actually have a meaningful turn here. I obviously can't kill him. Probably have to sap the Auctioneer. Fan of Knives, Shiv, Hero Power can kill the other 2 minions. That's such a reactive play though. Like I just spend 7 mana and then allow him to go Auctioneer with 4 mana worth of spells next turn. Really shitty. But I think that's the play I have to make. Okay, at least now I can play a Squire along with it. Alright, second Squire was actually a really good draw.
Here we go. The light protects me.
Just play those 2 out. I actually have a lot of burst next turn. I have Full Blood and the Blessing of Might Toxin. So 9 burst, or 7 from hand, 2 from the Squires. I guess that's not really anywhere near enough to kill him.
Thank you.
I probably sap one of those. Maybe I just Argus up, go face. Dump some buffs on my Divine Shield Squire. Sap Defias. Dump buffs on my Divine Shield. Argus up my weaker minions, just so he can't get to my Divine Shield guy. I think I like it. Did I kill off the other one of these? I think with 2 taunts on the board, I just say fuck it and leave one of them up.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
My shield for Argus.
I fight.
I might be able to die here, but it's pretty hard for him to kill me, I think. He needs, like, Alnos, Fan, Leroy, Prep, Coldblood or something. I really haven't been paying attention to how many preps he's played this game. That would be pretty good information to have, but he actually still has quite a few cards in his deck. So even if he's playing all that stuff, not that likely he has it. I think the most likely way I lose is he just drops Yogg here. Then I get, you know, Pyroblast Fireballed to the face.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Alright, he had another sap. But he's down to 2 mana.
Choose soon.
I have Argus Hero Power to push 3 extra damage next turn. Plus I have 2 draws at lethal. Alright, looks like I'm 1 off. I have 2 Eviscerates, I have SI7 Agent, Argent Commander. Swashburglar into Eviscerate. God damn it, Swashburglar. Oh, that's so shitty. I probably just have to push face and set him to 1 here though, right? He's used both saps. I'll have 2 taunts. I kinda let him go off with Auctioneer, which sucks. But he's used a lot of his removal already. How many cards do I have in deck? 9 cards in deck.
Choose soon. I wonder.
My shield for
The
Arthur.
light
The breach. Look at it.
Here we go.
I think I'm much more likely to die this turn than I was last turn. Although, I don't know, he's out of saps. He's out of saps and eviscerates, I think, so how does he efficiently deal with the 3-4 taunt, or 3-3 taunt? He needs to, if he can't kill me this turn, he has to clear my board and heal or taunt. I think most rogues aren't playing heals or taunts. And if it is a heal, it's a 1-of Earthen Ring Farseer. Well, I'm actually dead to Leroy, so hopefully he's not playing Leroy. Shit. I guess I could have played around that, so I can't be too upset that I lost. I'm more upset that I just didn't draw lethal that last turn. It was super likely. I guess it was so easy for me to kill the Tomb Pillager and I didn't.
Valera versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin.
Watch your back.
Alright, so Huckster's a pretty good keep. The other cards cost too much mana. I probably do want Sap in this matchup, but not quite yet. I guess I hope he, like, coins out an Elic here. So I can go backstab Defias.
Such big teeth I have.
Kindly Grandmother's not an ideal backstab target. Although it's actually not that bad. I backstab it and then half of my Defias trades for it. Probably better to just play out the Huckster though, right? Maybe I just dagger into it.
I wonder.
That probably doesn't make too much sense. It's probably gotta be the Huckster here, right?
You want to buy a...
Then maybe I dagger next turn and backstab double Defias on 4 or something like that. This turn is probably backstab Defias Squire, but since I'm backstabbing the huge toad with its death rattle, I don't know the best order to do this in. I'd want to send my Huckster into the Kindly Grandmother, so I don't want it to die. If I trade it in first, there's a 50-50. I guess the other way I'd have to go Squire and then Defias. In that case, it has a lot of good targets, but the Squire doesn't die.
Choose soon.
5-1.
The light protects me.
I think I like... Oh, I can just backstab this thing. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Does that make way more sense, actually? It was probably better to backstab the huge toad while I have the Defias on the board, so maybe it gets targeted. Looks like he just doesn't care about my board at all, though. Okay, how do I play this turn?
I wonder.
I want to trade Huckster in and get a card, but I don't want this to ping the bandit. Maybe I just cold blood the bandit, send it into Leok, and then make this trade? And then I guess my follow-up is Defias Ringleader. I kind of want to just cold blood the Squire and punch him in the face, though. But if I don't draw something to combo both of these, it's kind of awkward. So I guess I'm just going to kill Leok here. Is Animal Companion better than Defias? Probably not. It might be hard to combo Defias in the future. And next turn I can go Animal Companion plus Dagger. I think the only way the Companion was better this turn is if I got Huffer. Because the taunt didn't do anything and Leok only pushed 2. Let's start with Animal Companion. So I can clear this with Dagger and 2 of my dudes. Maybe I just sap it and hit him in the face. It's not a terrible sap target. Like, I'd rather sap high main, but maybe I just kill him if he plays high main. What do I push? Like 11 damage this turn? I have a Dark Iron Dwarf in hand, which makes my clear on that thing a lot better next turn if he just plays it down again. Alright, so he does just play it down again. I can just sap it again. That'd be dirty. How much damage do I have? I can push 13 this turn. My clear on it is so efficient. I probably just go Dark Iron Dwarf. And then sap if he plays.
So many options.
I don't know. I don't really know what he could play that I would want to sap.
Here we go.
I probably do kill that. I'm already kind of pushing my luck against Unleash the Hounds. He didn't have it last turn, so he probably doesn't have it this turn. But I'm like still super far ahead even if I make that trade. It's also good against Explosive Trap. I guess that's not Explosive Trap though, since he quick-shotted my dude. Well, if it is Explosive Trap, this is good. And if it's Bear, this is good too, because I just run in like that.
You're looking at me.
Well then, he got kind of destroyed.